Hi soldiers. So now let us take up another question coming up from January 25, which is related to RTP January 25. The auditor of EFG Limited, a company engaged in tours and travel business, needs to obtain understanding of the control environment. Okay, control. What is control environment? Control environment basically it includes governance and management functions, attitude and awareness and action of management and those charged with governance. So whether the management has created and maintained a culture of honesty and ethical behavior, that is what we understand by the concept, the aspect of the control environment. Again, whether the management has created a culture of honesty and ethical behavior. Ethical behavior means they have high level of integrity, transparency, objectivity. So that is what management has created. Means all the employees are working honestly. They have a high level of integrity. So to do this, the auditor evaluates whether management has created and maintained a culture of honesty and what you can say and the ethical behavior. That's the thing here. So now the management has created and maintained a culture of honesty and what you can say, my dear soldiers, the ethical behavior. That's the thing here. The strength of the control environment elements collectively provides an appropriate foundation for other components of the internal control. That's the thing here. So, any strength in the control environment, they provide an appropriate foundation for other components of the internal control. That's true because it will support the other components of internal control. And yes, these statements are correct. Whether management has created and maintained the culture of honesty. See, take example. A director is told that we have to pay GST of say 1 lakh. Now he says that no, we will not pay GST. We'll try to reduce the amount tax. Now that is a very bad control environment you're having. That is a very bad control environment and altogether. That's the thing actually. So this is what you have to understand, my dear soldiers. It is a very bad area of what you can say of the control environment, and that is the thing actually. That is what you need to understand altogether, and that's the thing actually here. So this is the thing actually here. What is included in the control environment, my dear soldiers? These are the aspects and concepts which you need to clearly understand. That's the thing actually here. Now, my dear soldiers, whenever we talk about the control environment, actually, that's the thing here. So now this is the thing actually here. So that is the thing. That is what you need to highlight, my dear soldiers. That's the thing. That is what we understand by the control environment. That's the thing actually here. So this is the thing here. Also explain the elements of the control environment, and that's the thing actually here. So now this is the point actually. That's the thing here. What is included in the control environment, and that's the thing here. Explain the elements of the control environment, and that is the thing actually here. So this is the question. Now first what you should write in the exam is that the auditor shall obtain the understanding of the control environment. See, as I told you, director is told that evade the GST. He says, no, I don't want to evade GST. I will pay tax properly. Now he is maintaining a strong control environment. He is honest. He is having integrity. So first, auditor should obtain understanding of the control environment. An auditor shall evaluate whether the management has maintained the culture of honesty and ethical behavior among the employees, among everybody working in the organization. For example, there is a water bottle. That water bottle also they are not stealing. They are not stealing any office assets. Stationery they are not carrying back their home. That's way. The strength in the control environment collectively provides an appropriate foundation for other components of the internal control. So it provides an appropriate foundation for other components of internal control. That's the thing here. Control environment includes what you can say the two things: governance and management function. Governance means how the decision makings are done, how the action is being taken by the top management of the company and those charged with governance. The director will tell that we don't want to evade any single rupee of tax. Okay, so we want to follow ethics. That's what. And the attitude, awareness, and actions of those charged with governance and management. See, for example, management may have a careless attitude towards control, so they may be very careless, or they may not be aware of a arising new situation. These kind of things are part of what you can say the control environment. The attitude, awareness, and action of those charged with governance and the management. The control environment sets the tone of an organization, influencing the control consciousness of its people. That's the thing. So, the control environment, what it does actually, it sets the tone of the organization, influencing the control consciousness of the people. That's the thing actually. So, it affects the control consciousness of the people, and that is the thing actually here. What are the elements of the control environment? That's the thing actually here. So now, first of all, the effectiveness of the control cannot rise above the integrity and ethical values. Actually, that's the thing here. So people, they should ensure that who create, who administer, who monitor them. So basically, what happens actually here? So people should be extremely conscious about integrity and ethical behavior. That's the thing here. So it has to be communicated. Please behave in a ethical manner. Please maintain the integrity. That's the thing here. So, what happens, my dear soldiers? Integrity and ethical behavior, basically, it happens to be what you can say the product of what you can say the behavioral standards. That's the thing here. So, you expect certain level of behavior among the what you can say people working in the organization. Are they following that? That's the thing here. And it has to be communicated to them about the please follow integrity, please maintain ethical value. You have to follow that. That's the thing actually here. For example, say they should not take advantage of the system. First, communicate and also enforce the integrity and the ethical value. Second one, my dear soldier, there should be a commitment to the competence. Commitment to the competence should be there. It is must and mandatory. So basically, what happens actually, you have to consider people for a particular job. There should be a competence level, and how these what you can say levels they translate to the requisite skill and knowledge, which has to be considered. Actually, that's the thing here. So people should work with certain commitment, some commitment, and with competence they should work actually. Like let's see, example, you're a chartered accountant, you should act with professional skepticism, you should be alert, you should have a questioning mind. So there is an expectation that you're an expert in auditing and accounting. Then what is the participation by those charged with governance? Those charged with governance means the director of the company. What is their participation, my dear soldiers? That's the thing here. Are they independent from the management? What is the experience of TCWG? That is the board of directors. What is their stature? What is their qualification? Okay. What is the extent of their involvement in the work? That is all matters a lot. See, if the TCWG is not involved, aloof, it will be a problem. So, what is the involvement by the TCWG? That also should be considered. Then the management philosophy, operating style also matters a lot. What is the operating style of the management? What is the philosophy of the management? That's the thing. You see, example, the management attitude towards financial reporting, actually towards selection of accounting policy. Are they doing any aggressive interpretation of accounts? Even that also to be checked. Then you need to look into the organization structure, actually, your organization structure. So, for achieving the objectives are properly planned, executed, controlled, and reviewed. So, you need to look into the organization structure, actually. It means what? A hierarchy. Who is the decision maker? See, manager will report to senior manager to vice president to director, and then so on. That's the thing here. Then the assignment of authority and responsibility. So please understand that it should be properly assigned, the authority should be properly defined, and people should be made responsible for their act and other things actually. So are they made responsible? That you have to look into. That's the thing actually here. So the authority responsibility. And lastly, what you can say the human resource policies and practices. What is the recruitment policy, training policy, orientation is done or not, promotion policy, all these factors aspect you should consider actually here. So this is all, see ultimately what happens here, employees should be sensitized. They should be told that certain aspects we are expecting from you. Are you complying with that? That is what you are required to do. Okay. So with this we complete this question. This is coming from the chapter number 3 and it is related to the January 25 revision test paper. Okay.